back in the day, I used to have a club, and it was Don't Obey the Black.
Dude, what do you mean
Wolves.
things have changed? I'm still a member of that club.
Yeah, it's called JJJ.
JJJ. What the JJJ?
It's like
The
the
Jason Jackoff Johnsons?
yes, the jack off Jordanians. Doesn't even make sense. What's up, my brother Chriso?
Not much, man. So,
I gotta tell the people, dude. You just did me a solid just now. I put out the BAP signal, as it were.
It was literally just a beer in the sky.
A beer in the sky.
And it flashed, and I was like, Teddy needs me.
Yeah. I called him my brother from another mother.
And then the 1990s Batman animated series music started playing.
Yeah.
Like, I was like, I sped over here at 40 miles per hour.
Yeah.
And helped him set up.
Survived an accident and helped me set up something in my house. Did me like an hour and a half of good labor.
Yeah.
Well, he just stood around for most of the part, but just pointing fingers and telling me what to do.
I told him he was doing it wrong.
Which I thought was sort of an echo of an era. I thought it was bygone.
I was like, you know what? I was like, I gotta tell this guy what to do. He doesn't know what he's doing.
In my own home.
In his own home, had to boss him around.
It just never ends, man.
Yeah, it never ends. So yeah, how's your week been, man?
Pretty busy. I got a kid on the way. You know that.
Yeah.
You've noticed my very pregnant wife.
It's your 9th kid,
We're
right?
we're expecting my son to join us on this planet.
Got 8 daughters.
And I'm just gonna round out the kid number to a solid 2.
Yeah.
So we've been prepping for that. We went back, looked up at Alyssa's, my daughter's, old clothes. We're like just looking into boxes in the garage, and it was like,
we can use these.
We can use that one. And how pink is this? Just how pink is
I'm gonna tell
okay
you
for
right
a
now,
kid? Yeah.
The baby's not gonna care.
I know.
So
I'm firmly
from a family of hand-me-downs.
Yeah.
When I was growing up.
Yeah.
It's not gonna care.
Yeah.
I used to wear jeans that were too big for me.
Yeah.
It's what you gotta do sometimes.
Yeah. Well, moms have a different perspective on this. If it's
possibly
a slight tinge of pink in the clothing, it's like, oh, disqualified.
Yeah. So
a bow on it, and it's.
I was for the longest time. I was smaller than my age bracket.
Yeah.
Until I hit like late middle school.
Yeah. Huh?
I just shot up.
So late middle school, yeah. So pretty much the same as me. 8th grade, I was a baby.
This is how it was. I got like an inch taller than my mom. Yeah. And then my dad would make fun of her. But my dad's not tall. Yeah. He has like 5'4", some ridiculously short height. He was laughing at her, and then boom, I hit 6 feet.
You leave him in the dust.
He had to look up to me, and he did not like that.
Yeah. Yeah, that's insecurities like brought up to the surface when your son.
Yeah. I don't know, man. It's weird. It's a weird thing that people conflate height with strength in a weird way. Yeah. It's like, oh, that guy's taller than me.
Immediately he must be
at. It's like, no. And as a tall person who's scrawny, and it's like, I would lose in every fight I got in. Yeah. I was like, there's no way I could win a fight.
Technique is a lot of it.
But like if you're a kid in your street fight, there's no freaking technique.
Yeah, man. you just swing it.
Yeah, you're just swinging.
Yeah.
There's no technique in a street fight, really.
You've been in many fights before? Huh? You've been in many fights?
Yeah, quite a few.
I've been in 2.
But when I was younger, dude, I was fucking fearless. I had no fear. I didn't give a fuck. Yeah. What happened? I remember. I remember there's this. Our next.
What happens this thing?
My next door neighbor.
Yeah.
He bullied me all the time. Yeah. Right. Because he was bigger than me.
How old were you then?
I don't even remember. I was really young. Yeah. It was before we moved to Texas, and he would bully me every day. My mom was watching me on the drive. Like one day, and he was taller too, and one day I just had enough, and I just jumped up and punched this kid in the face.
I bet you won that fight.
He didn't swing back. No. So I think he was just he stopped fucking with me.
You picked the fight was a pacifist, is what you're saying?
No. He used to start shit with me.
Yeah.
And then, but one day you pushed me, and like I keep getting pushed, and I had enough, and I was like, bam. Yeah. Because at some point you're just gonna have to.
But why were you in many fights though? Was it kids just just sheer number of kids picking on you, or was
no? It was just him.
Oh, just him?
It was in my driveway because he's my next door neighbor.
But I understand. But like you told me, you've been in fights.
Oh yeah, yeah. I got picked on a lot. I wasn't a very popular kid.
Yeah.
I didn't get popular until like my senior year of high school, like 3 months before I graduated. Then everybody wanted to hang out with me for some fucking reason.
What'd you do?
Nothing. I did nothing different.
What switched?
I don't know.
You must have done something like I don't know.
If I did, well, I mean, at that point, I started getting invited to a lot of parties.
Yeah.
I started getting involved with the party crowd
of
my high school.
But I guess that's around the time where you've kind of find your niche.
Maybe, yeah. I mean, because my junior year, no friends. Yeah. No one talked to me. It's because I came from a different school.
Yeah,
and I was around kids who.
Moving does make
it's not just that. Yeah. I moved to an area where all these kids have gone through elementary school, middle school, together, and high school together.
You're the outsider. So they've
been,
It's actually fortuitous that you actually cracked in. Yeah. Whenever you did. Yeah. Because you could have been like just done.
So my senior year, I had 2 friends for most of the year, and then it like I don't know, like the end of the year. Just
that's cool, dude. Yeah, it would depress me when somebody tells me like because high school for me, I mean, I was in like, popularity that kind of thing is not a thing back home. I mean, everybody's just a schmuck. Yeah.
Well, that's how. Okay, so that's how it was in my first 2 years of school, right? Yeah. No one fucked with each other. It was weird. The nerds kept to themselves. The jocks kept to them. There was no bullying going on. At least from what I saw, because I was a nerd and I wasn't getting bullied. Yeah. And so we all just, like, every now and then someone would make like a snide comment. They're like, you like Pokemon? I'm like, yeah. And they're like, oh, okay. So there's nothing you can say at that point. So it's just like, and then we all go about our business. But that was the extent of bullying in my first 2 years.
But you're difficult to bully as well. Yeah. Your personality is like so just white and black kind of situation.
Well, it had to be like when I was bullied, it was always physical. Like you can't get me with words. You can't really get me with words.
But I can see just in that conversation you sort of recounted. Yeah. It would be shocking for that person to be like, yeah, I like it. So
yeah. He's like, yeah, absolutely.
That's the
yeah, what can you say to that?
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, so we kind of did our own thing and it was great. Like never had any problems. Yeah. And then fucking go to Slato. It was a nightmare. I got the crap beat out of me. Yeah. Like every day for like the first 3 months I was there. Yeah. Like the jocks would do it. I would go to the vice principal. The vice principal wouldn't do anything because those were all his football players. Yeah. He was the head coach. So he wouldn't do anything about it because he can't suspend his players.
Oh, yeah. What's the thing? Like, do they attract sponsorship? What's going on?
No, they were. I don't know, but Salato was actually, I guess they were pretty decent at football for their bracket, for their school bracket. So he wouldn't do anything ever because if he did something, he would have to suspend his football players, which he couldn't. Yeah, he's not going to do because it jeopardizes the team.
But why not like discipline the team? Like, what's wrong with that? Like, even losing some players, what's wrong with that? Like, are they source of revenue for the school?
Possibly. I
don't
know.
So there must be something out there.
Yeah, I don't know.
Maybe like some kind of government subsidy that's given for sports and shit. Because just the obsession that America has with football.
Well, I'm gonna tell you. Well, the rest of America, for the most part, from what I've seen, they don't give a shit about high school football and college football as much. In Texas, it's all football.
It's not crazy.
It is amazing. Like people who don't even have kids at the high school, they'll go to the high school to watch high school football games. Mm-hmm. It's just it's just the culture of football is huge here.
Interesting. It's so interesting. I mean, sports back home were okay too, but it would be reserved for students that are actually not as good.
Well,
in school.
I feel like in New York, I feel it's more mixed. It was hockey, baseball, and football. Right.
Well, close to Canada, so hockey is a thing.
Yeah. But when I came to Texas, all football.
Interesting. Yeah, it's weird. But for me, like when we started out talking about fights, I had 2, dude.
Yeah.
Just 2 fights.
2 fights.
Now, not that I was as pacifist as I am right now. Yeah. Obviously, I'm terrified of getting into fights. That's one of it. The kid that actually fought, his name was, in English, Benjamin, but in Amharic, it's Biniam. I remember his face. I remember what happened. I remember where he fought. I I remember the hype because everybody's like, Teddy's gonna get in the fight.
Yeah.
I think it was 7th grade.
Yeah.
I literally did not know the mechanics of a fight, so I got on top of him. I sort of tackled him.
Yeah.
Didn't know what to do. Apparently, you're supposed to smack him or punch him.
Yeah.
I just did
Well, you're in the power position right there.
It did not occur to me at all. First of all, I was like surprised I'm in that position.
So you started making out with him, right? And then you won. And you're like, I won.
In a different universe, yes. It just got immediately started steamy sex. But no, what happened was I just didn't know what to do. So I started looking up and I was like, did I win?
Did I do it?
And everybody's like, going, and then he toppled me like up from the top. Now he's on top of me, smacking me around.
Yeah. And you're like, oh, this is what I was supposed to do.
And I was like, I finally know what I need to do now. Second time I was ever in a fight is maybe a couple years before that. Yeah. And it was with a girl.
Okay. Oh.
A girl that was way bigger than me. Her name was Martha.
Unjustifiable.
So we had a pomegranate tree.
Yeah.
Just at the corner of our place, our lot. Yeah. By the front lawn. Front lawn. I'm actually making equivalents because we don't have front lawns. Everybody has a fence, and the fence is your house, and nobody comes in. All right, you have to open a gate for people to come in, like a legit, like iron gate. All right, that's how it works.
Yeah.
So she sort of climbed over the fence and took some pomegranates. Right.
Oh.
And I was livid. I was like, "No, my pomegranate." And then I
run the pomegranates game on this street.
I was like a kid, dude. Drug dealer. And she was way taller than me. I actually jumped up to swing, and
like if you're a kid, I think it's different.
I punched her like flush on the cheeks, and I was shocked immediately. Like I was like, "Oh my god, I did that!" I'm like,
and then she beat the shit.
She beat the shit out of me, like mercilessly, dude.
Yeah. Well, it's like when you're kids, I think it's different because hormones haven't hit in.
Yeah.
So you're pretty much on an equal playing field at that point.
Yeah, and there's not really a lot of malice behind it. It's either you being a bully or scared or whatever, you know?
Yeah. There's no gender dynamics there at that age. I don't really
think. No, I didn't think it. I wasn't being abusive.
Well, when you said you fought a girl, I thought you were older.
No, it was like maybe 5th grade or 6th grade.
Okay, yeah. That's
and then I've never been in a fight since.
Yeah. So I've been in a lot of fights when I worked at the prison.
Yeah.
I was in a lot of fights.
Yeah.
With inmates. I got stabbed at the prison.
Yeah. Yeah, the stab is a big part of your history. Yeah? Oh, it hurt.
It was terrible. Well, okay, it didn't hurt, right? Because I had adrenaline going.
Yeah.
It hurt afterwards. It didn't hurt initially. I thought he just punched me because he had a little punch dagger that he made.
Oh, God.
And he tried to go underneath my stab vest. He got me right next to my groin.
Oh, God.
And then my partner screams like, "Oh, you're bleeding."
Yeah. Was it a girl, you said?
Yeah. Yeah. It was my because you teamed up with someone, and my shift had a lot of females on it. So she was just screaming my last name. "Oh, you're bleeding." And I'm like, "Oh, crap." And then they called and they rushed me to, I think, Round Rock. They made me take this cocktail of stuff that flushes out your system just in case they contaminated the blade. So it prevents you from, it has like a 90-something% success rate of stopping you from getting HIV if you take it.
Well, yeah.
Because it flushes your system.
Well,
it was the worst. That was worse than the stab. I'll tell you that now. Because I was dehydrated the entire time because I couldn't keep water down.
Yeah.
Like, as soon as something would hit the stomach, it's out one of the holes. It's just gone.
We have it that back home too. It's called a PEP, post-exposure prophylaxis.
I couldn't remember what it's called. Yeah. I was like in shock at that point.
Yeah, it's the ART drugs cocktail, but like for someone who's not used to that heavy medication, it's pretty difficult.
It was pretty bad. I got hurt a lot at the prison though. I broke my hand there. I got in a lot of fights.
I mean, blowjobs don't normally cause that. Like, what happened?
They do. Let me tell you. It was rough. I'd never recommend anybody go work at a prison. It's not a good environment to work in.
You know, I find it interesting.
It's constantly hostile.
How many people work just where you and I work right now? Like, there's like 4 or 5 people that
So there was Larry.
Yeah.
He worked in.
We don't gotta say names though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He
There's like 5 people.
There, and then there.
Yeah.
I don't remember who all worked there. It's like 4,
I think 4 or 5. Which is, don't you find that like interesting? Like how?
No, not really.
No,
because Texas is real big on the prison system.
But like, is there like,
like a
sequestration of more private prisons here?
And you know what I learned?
Yeah.
I learned recently that people think that the privatized prison system is like really prominent in the United States.
Mm-hmm.
It's not.
Really?
I learned this recently. You want to know how many private prisons have inmate populations? 2%.
How do you mean?
There's 2%
of the whole incarcerated population is only in the private industry.
Mm-hmm. Only 2%.
I somehow. You sure?
This is from a stack. It's from Destiny. It's Destiny stats.
Okay.
So.
Yeah, I'm gonna double check that. If that's the case, I would
because
be
I also
shocked.
thought so too.
Yeah.
I also thought it was really high.
So of all the population that's incarcerated in America, only 2% is in private prisons?
Yeah.
I find that very difficult to believe, right?
So did I.
Yeah.
But I looked it up afterwards.
Yeah, and it's true?
Yeah, it's true.
That is
shockingly low. All the stuff I could find.
Yeah.
It's true. I saw as high as 4%, but it's like it's around 2%.
Dude, I would have thought it was like...
I thought it was like
maybe
50, at least 50.
Like maybe like 50 is a stretch, but like 40, 35? You know? Because like how many prisons do we have right now like that are private, like just in Texas?
A lot of private systems have gotten shut down though.
Why?
Because the prisons private. All right, so when a private prison unit takes over a facility, they're not under the obligation to repair anything.
Oh,
so everything remains broken, and there's only a certain amount of time before the state has to take it back over.
Okay,
because they are obligated to repair everything. So if they're not going to give it back to a private. That's the reason why they give it to the private facilities.
Yeah, because
private facilities aren't building their own stuff.
Yeah,
it's broken down state facilities, like the one I worked at.
Yeah,
we were run by CCA. That's like one of the big ones. I think they were taken over by another company though. By the time I was leaving,
I think you've got to mention something about CCA.
Yeah, but when I started there, it was CCA.
Yeah. But I thought it explains that when you told me Texas is kind of big on private prisons.
Mm-hmm. I thought, man, but apparently, I mean,
maybe most of them are here.
Maybe most of them are in Texas.
But because it's pretty eclectic, the collection of people that we work with. It's like from somebody from all the way from North America, all the way from the north part of the country, Middle America, somebody from, I don't know, Mexico, a bunch of us.
Yeah, the prison system's fucked.
I know, but like the fact that 5 people there have had a substantial multiple year career as a prison guard.
Yeah, but again, it's not that out of the box.
Yeah.
Like if you're in any other state, I'd see it being weird.
Yeah.
But we're in Texas.
It
doesn't really seem that weird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everybody gets did I do that right? I've always wanted to do that.
I don't know, dude. I don't even yeehaw. So I don't know. You gotta talk to
Bro, I'm trying to get my white level up.
You need to talk to a more authentic Texan than me.
Who would that be? George Bush?
Most of the people who work in the war room are.
Oh yeah. I'll talk to those people.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
what you know, Zimbabwe. He's
Does he know that nickname?
Texas.
That'd be interesting.
It's a code name. Well, that's what they made up so many. Many stupid names.
Nicknames are a thing.
He's got like 20 nicknames.
Yeah, nicknames are cool. But y'all gotta give me one, dude.
I gave you one.
What's that?
Call you Tedster.
Oh, Tedster is that's a good one.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Tedster's okay. Jeez, dude, I forget, man.
Like it's literally in my phone. Your name, your first name's Ted. Your last name's Stern.
And no. Tell everybody what your profile pic is on my phone.
You put OJ Simpson as my profile picture.
Every time you call me, good old OJ just pops on my screen.
It's the juice.
It's the juice. The juice is calling. Yeah, the juice is calling me. I showed it to Giovanna the other day. Yeah. When you call me, she just grabbed that. She found it.
She got out, man.
Yeah. Well, let's get
out of our prison. Yeah.
Much love for J Jeans.
Vagina.
The the Queen Jeans. I'll have her listen to this. I wish her the best. Oh, there you go, swigging down the last bit of beer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Too.
Yeah. Well, you deserved it. You earned that beer.
I did.
You earned that
every
beer
drop
for the literally 2 minutes of heavy lifting that you did, and just pointing fingers.
Well, hey, I also made a good
suggestion. Yeah, that was a good hack, because I was gonna have my pregnant wife.
He's just like, let me do this complicated ass fucking thing.
Yeah, just drag it.
Just bring this over here.
Yeah, that was a good choice. All right, you're gonna hold that over my head.
Yeah.
Okay.
Absolutely. That's all I got, Teddy.
That's all you got. What episode is this?
14.
Welcome to episode 14.
That's a long cold open.
Welcome to episode 14 of Barely a Podcast with me, Teddy, and my brother from another mother, Christo.
Yeah.
Oh, no. My apologies. Christopher Passage.
Yeah, don't do that.
Come on.
Don't appease my mother.
Listen, I love your mom. I haven't met her yet, but she's been a good supporter of the show.
She doesn't deserve it.
Listen to me. Mama wants your name cold in full. I'm going to do it in full.
No, it's Chris.
All right. It's going to be Chris.
Yeah.
You heard it here first.
You heard it here first, guys. It's going to be Chris.
It's going to be Chris.
Contrary to popular belief.
Yeah. Well, I didn't mind it opening, welcoming them well into the show.
Yeah, it's cold.
Well, it doesn't matter. Like it's cool. It's all good. You know?
I thought we were going a whole different direction with the show now.
Yeah. No, it's all good. Actually, we can make it more about the bullying thing that we were talking about, and because we wanted to talk about exercise fads and dieting and all that. Yeah. Because we already talked about the body dysmorphia thing episode that we had.
The mighty bodily dysmorphia range.
Yeah, that was an epic episode that
dude,
you named it pretty awesome.
Yeah.
I like that. It says a lot in the title. Yeah. But we thought it would be prudent for us to discuss like what's going on in America right now, the culture, the diet culture. Talk about our experiences in this regard.
I don't think there is a diet culture now, though, to be honest with you.
You think it's going away?
Well, I think the United States has moved towards the body positivity thing.
Yeah.
Right? And this is more recent because just a few years ago, like the dieting thing was like huge. Like keto was being pushed constantly. Yeah. And I'm going to tell you right now, man.
Still, like Joe Rogan.
At the place where we worked, people were falling out because of the keto diet.
Yeah.
Like they were collapsing on the floor.
Really?
Yes. Like probably about 3 years before you came.
Yeah.
All the time you're hearing outpatient rapids.
Yeah.
On nurses.
Yeah. So do you remember? So you were a fan of the show Alone, right?
You mean
like the Survivor shows?
Afraid?
No, there's one called Alone.
I don't think I've.
But the theme is the same, right? The plot is the same.
Yeah, I like survival shows.
Survivor show, yeah, you're pretty good at that. You're my. I'm gonna hitch a ride with you when shit goes down. So yeah, you keep working on that, brother. Stuff. Yeah. So one of the big things that you notice on those shows is because that would be as strict as a diet is gonna get, right? Just not out of option, but because of lack of option. Yeah. Now the guy that's gonna kill a caribou, whatever, which is one of those that are likely to win, you would think immediately they're going to be okay because they just had a surplus of protein, right?
No.
Well, but they did. Like I'm just talking about mentioning the facts, right?
Yeah, but not necessarily, but yeah.
Yeah, well, protein though. Yeah. Just if they can.
Well, it's not even just necessarily protein. You just need calories.
That's what I'm saying. Well, calories, but. Protein. Well, this is a more sustainable source of calorie.
Yeah, you were correct.
But the problem is,
calories though. It's not necessarily about protein. It's not about what kind of.
It's about calorie. Correct. Yeah, for sure. Which is the point I'm trying to make, right? The guy with the massive kill right now, you're thinking, oh, he's set. Yeah. Because he just had a massive load of protein.
Yeah, especially if he knows how to smoke it and preserve it for long periods of time. Then because then he's not going to have to burn calories getting food. But he can burn calories on other things that are.
But you see that person losing weight heavily.
Yeah, because he doesn't have any
carbs.
Well, not just that.
And fat.
I think caribou is pretty. They're pretty athletic, so they have low fat content.
Super lean.
That's kind of why when people eat rabbit, they starve to death.
Yeah.
Because they have no fat.
No fat at all. What your body's gonna need to sustain itself a lot of saturated and unsaturated fat. You're gonna need a lot of carbs. Okay, your carbohydrates. You're gonna need them. So a protein heavy diet like keto diet.
Yeah.
Which is what people do.
You know the diet I was on.
Well, yes. The keto diet that you were having?
No, I was on keto.
What were you doing?
I was on the carnivore diet.
So is carnivore?
I guess it could be considered a type of keto diet. But
well, is carnivore exclusively just meat?
I was just eating red meat.
Just red meat.
Mm-hmm.
So that would qualify as where you would. So you were losing weight.
Oh, I was losing a pound.
You were
a day.
shading a ton of weight.
I was losing a pound a day.
Yeah.
On average, sometimes it'd be a little less than a pound. Sometimes it'd be more.
Yeah.
But I was losing. On average, I was dropping a pound a day.
So here's the problem: that would continue to happen if you sustain that.
Yeah.
Sustain that diet.
So when I in a month I had lost 30 pounds. Roughly. That's it takes about a week for it to kick in.
Yeah.
So like for your body to adjust to it. But I was also not drinking. I cut out soda, which that was probably a huge factor.
That's a big deal. Yes.
Because there's no sugars.
Yeah.
The only sugar I was having was my coffee creamer.
Yeah.
I have 1 cup of coffee a day.
Yeah.
The rest was water.
Mm-hmm.
Water and steak.
Yeah.
That was my entire life.
I noticed that, and it was pretty amazing, the transformation you had.
Oh yeah,
it was pretty shocking.
Right. Yeah.
Now, but the problem is, this is not a healthy way to lose weight.
It absolutely is not.
Not healthy weight. You had your reasons, obviously, and then since then you love your salads.
The reason I love salad.
Yeah. So
the reason I did it right is because I was listening to Joe Rogan,
mm-hmm.
and Jordan Peterson was on there.
Correct.
And he was talking about his daughter.
Yeah.
And she went on this diet, which is just eating red meat.
Yeah. And water.
She was it helped with her autoimmune issues.
That's what they say.
A lot of other issues that she was having medically.
Correct.
And then Jordan Peterson also had some of these issues.
Mm-hmm.
So when he started this diet, he found he was less irritable. He was able to get better sleep. He
Correct.
Was, he lost his autoimmune issues and he started losing weight rapidly.
Yeah.
So I was like, for one, first thought I was like, bullshit.
Yeah.
No fucking way.
Mm-hmm.
And then I was like, I can eat steak for a month. I was like, I'll try this for a month and we'll see what happens.
Yeah.
So that's all I did. I cook 1 steak, and then that was because I only eat once a day.
Yeah.
So I'd eat my steak, have my cup of coffee, and drink a ton of water.
Yeah.
And the first week, nothing really happened. I think I lost a pound in the first week. Mm-hmm. And then after that, because I weighed myself every day.
Yeah.
I was losing about a pound a day.
Yeah.
I would weigh myself before I went to sleep.
Yeah.
I would weigh myself when I woke up. When I woke up, I was always a pound lighter.
You were a pound lighter. Yeah.
Mm. So I did that for about 2 months.
Yeah.
And
I noticed your skin color also changed. Like 45. You had more clearer skin. Yeah. How was your slip? Do you remember?
It was good.
It was good, right?
Yeah. It was about, so I lost about 45 pounds in the 2 months. That was pretty
that's
good.
huge.
Yeah. Like after the 30 mark, the weight loss slowed down. It was about a half a pound a day. But yeah.
So I remember the conversation between Joe Rogan and Jordan Peterson. I remember him very emphatically saying that, it really helped my autoimmune issue.
But he doesn't recommend it.
He doesn't, for a good reason. Now
it's miserable.
It's miserable because it's not balanced, right?
No.
Your body is supposed to get a ton of vitamins and minerals that are like absent in that kind of diet.
Yeah.
One, and then fiber is going to be an issue for you, and fats are going to be, especially unsaturated fats, which you need, is going to be an issue. So the macro minerals, the micro minerals, forget those. The vitamins, forget those. Now you could take a tablet.
The multivitamin.
You need much more than that.
No, I just need a multivitamin.
Just a multivitamin.
Yeah.
But you could do that. But the problem,
could wrap it up in my steak.
Just like you would give a dog a pill.
Yeah, just take it.
It's not the healthy way to lose weight, and this is one of the things that prompted for me to passionately talk about this.
Yeah,
is because America seems to hold on to a fad.
Yeah, but like I don't think we're in that now. I think we're in a more unhealthy thing now than we were before with the diet fads, right? Because diet fads have been a thing since the 90s, since the 80s.
Yeah, like
the Jenny Craig thing. I remember used to seeing Jenny Craig commercials all the time, and
I don't
and all this stuff. And that bitch is fat, and she's promoting weight loss shit.
Yeah. Do you remember that Oprah joke?
No.
Do you remember the show that she came on and she's like, she had a ton of like food, like a buffet, like a huge platter, right?
Yeah, I don't watch Oprah, dude. So
it was a show, like a huge.
I'm a man, so I don't watch
you know, Oprah. And I was on my period then, so I was just watching that show, you know. Anyway, she was like, so she comes out to like huge cheers. She looks skinny AF, right?
Yeah.
Everybody's so happy for her. She's like, this is all the shit, like in weight.
Yeah.
This is all the weight that I lost. Is the whole point.
Oh,
that was the thing, right?
Yeah.
And I think it's Eddie Griffin who's making this joke. Is like, do you remember that time Oprah came out to cheers and she's like, look at all this weight I lost. Apparently she ate it all. Because the next day she was fat again.
Yeah. Well, so this seems to be the trend with celebrities, right?
Yeah.
When they're overweight, people are very happy for them. And then they feign happiness when they aren't, but then they're shamed immediately because this happened with Adele, right?
Adele has been...
Because Adele, when she lost
bullied.
all that weight for her health, her fans shamed her and booed her for it. It's just like, why? She's healthier.
Yeah.
You're obviously healthier at lower weights.
Yes,
and this is me being big because I'm slightly overweight. And for one, I know that people are having a hard time breathing at heavier weights.
Correct.
Because I'm an asthmatic.
Yeah.
I have a harder time breathing.
Yeah.
In general than the average bear.
I was surprised to know 3 out of people that we work with, young people, use CPAP.
Yeah, I don't use a CPAP.
You don't, not yet.
No, I don't think I'll need one.
You don't.
If I'm not using it now,
no,
I don't think I need one because I don't have.
You don't have COPD.
Breathing in my air.
You don't have COPD. You just your asthma is just
my asthma is allergy based.
Yeah, so you're gonna be okay. Yeah.
So it's not anything like that.
Yeah.
Like, because those people they will die if they don't wear a CPAP machine.
Yes.
I sleep without it, and I don't snore. I don't.
And it's a vicious cycle. You don't get enough sleep. Not getting enough sleep makes you put more adipose tissue, which is fat.
Yeah.
It's a vicious cycle. You can't breathe. It's horrible.
But so we're in a culture now where if you're overweight, you're kind of praised for it.
Yeah.
And everybody's saying healthy at every size.
Yeah.
You're really not healthy at every size.
No.
Like you're not. It's not good. Like I remember there was one of these speeches and it just cracked me up because like the lady's telling me how healthy she is, and she's just walking on stage and she's just talking. She's not running. She's not doing anything. And she's out of breath. It's like you're gonna try to sit here and tell me you're healthy when you're out of breath. Yeah. Just speaking to me.
Yes. Yeah. This is minimal exertion.
Yeah, it's like you're not really doing anything. You're taking 2 steps this way, 2 steps, and they're slow steps. So it's not like you're moving at a quick pace.
Yeah.
And fuck you.
That's a good finish.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean...
Yeah, I'm sorry. You can go fuck yourself.
Yeah.
Stop pushing this shit. You're not healthy at every size. Like, when everyone says there's a genetic thing, it's very rare that it's a genetic thing that you're overweight. Very rare. Most of it's because you don't want to fucking move. You want to eat the fucking food that you want to food. It's bad for you, but it tastes good. I get it.
Yeah.
I'm there. I've been there, too.
The other issue that I'm seeing is the disproportionate amount of like obese people in terms of racial discrepancy.
Yeah.
Right now, 5 out of 5 black women, 3 of them are obese.
Yeah.
And you can clearly see it. Now, someone is going to scream right now listening to this.
Yeah.
Oh, it's the disproportionate, like sort of like the economically impoverished women. Like it's difficult. Listen to me. If you can avoid drinking 2 gallons of soda, you can just avoid it. You know what I'm
going to tell you right now. Water's cheaper than soda.
You can avoid that. There is a culture that is so pervasive in our, especially in the black community and the Hispanic community. I've noticed it to some degree.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you that's another thing.
Yeah,
my mom was the same way when we moved here from New York.
Yeah,
my mom was skinny.
Yeah,
and she started eating Mexican food all the time.
Yeah,
because our neighbors were Hispanic.
Yeah,
and they would cook Mexican. She gained.
But here's
the weight quick. But she lost it.
Here's the issue, though. People are not as fat in Mexico.
Yeah, I know.
Just there is a surplus of calorie in America.
So what we get here is not traditionally Mexican food.
Precisely,
it's Americanized Mexican food.
So have you noticed I haven't been eating any fast food at work?
Yeah.
So absolutely. I had
You gained a pound and you're like, no, fuck
no.
it.
So I I'm trying to get back to a shape that I feel is okay.
Yeah.
Not six pack and shredded, to be honest.
Yeah.
It's just I want to be strong enough, right? And I sense me losing my. Now, here's an interesting thing. I haven't eaten like a burger from one of those restaurants in many months.
Yeah, but I also don't typically eat
You
out,
don't. You really don't.
But I did last week because it was too hot to fucking cook at the apartment.
Well, yeah. Well, the point is, I had a bite of the burger that I bought.
Yeah. And you felt sick.
It tasted sweet.
Yeah.
I can taste the sugar. Like, why is meat sweet?
I don't know.
Exactly, because they added sugar. Like, why would you need to add sugar in your bread? Like, just make a bun.
Yeah, they do that in the bread a lot. It's because they make it. Most of the breads, because that was like the big problem with Subway, right?
Mm-hmm.
Their bread isn't bread; it's technically cake.
Well, yeah,
because they put so much sugar in it. That's why it's so like fluffy and shit like that.
I mean,
your bread's not supposed to be that damn fluffy. I'll tell you that.
Yeah,
it is 90% air and sugar.
Yeah.
So when you go to like a place like Jersey Mike's, though, hashtag not sponsored.
Yeah.
But like low key Jersey Mike's, if you want to sponsor us, go right to fucking head because I love your sandwiches.
Yeah, you think
I really good? Fucking do.
Okay.
Yeah. Their bread it's thinner. It's actual bread, right?
Yeah. And they do have options too.
Yeah.
For those that are like used to the white bread.
Yeah. They have wheat. They have all kinds. But I like them better mainly just because they slice the meat in front of you. Everything seems more fresh.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Than at Subway where everything's been sitting in a container.
Yeah.
All day.
That's so interesting.
Fuck you, Subway.
Today you're just ending every tangent with it.
I'm literally against Subway.
Yeah.
Subway's disgusting.
Didn't they do like a DNA test on one of their like random chain places and then the meat was not entirely beef?
I have no idea, man.
I just heard allegedly. I'm not making accusations.
Though, one of the Chinese restaurants that got shut down was using horse meat instead of beef.
Yeah, nay.
You were getting.
That's beef, a nay on that one, dude.
It wasn't beef broccoli. It was horse broccoli.
Well, now horse is a delicacy, to be honest, in parts of the world. Turkey.
Yeah, so's dog.
Well, dog is universally sort of like frowned upon. There's parts of China where it's still consumed, unfortunately.
Yeah, the wet markets, dude.
Yeah.
Where they serve bat.
Now, Chinese food, it can be amazing.
Well, if you're talking about, again, the Chinese food we got here, it's Americanized. That's not traditional Chinese.
Do you know how much
food.
brown sugar is in there, like stir fry?
Yes.
The hoisin sauce that we have has sugar in it.
Dude, so I got the recipe for Panda Express's sauce for their orange chicken.
Sugar.
Actually, not that much.
How much?
To be honest with you. It was like...
do you remember in grams?
It was...
It's
for like a serving. It was actually not as much as I thought it was going to be. It's orange juice, but it wasn't that much.
Okay,
it wasn't that much sugar. But it was orange juice and like stuff, and you cook it down.
Yeah, you just reduce it.
It was fucking perfect. It was spot on. Like I was so proud of myself.
Yeah,
that I made something
from scratch
that tastes identical to Panda Express.
Yeah,
I was so proud of myself.
Yeah,
and. Yeah, it was good.
I would
me and Lauren fucked it up, dude. We're like,
that's good. Yeah, you cook, right? You cook.
I cook when she is working and I'm off because she gets home later.
Yeah.
So I don't want her to.
But I also meant men generally, like you do cook.
I do cook, yes.
Yeah.
But she cooks too.
Yeah.
We both cook.
I cook too. Many nights actually.
Yeah.
Most nights.
Oh yeah, I probably cook more than Lauren does.
Yeah. I think you and I share that in that regard. What I'm trying to say is here is a culture that I wish would be a thing in every home.
Yeah.
First of all, if anybody takes my advice and give it any value, here is what I'm gonna say.
Yeah, so don't.
He's gonna say no.
Which no one does.
Diets, most of them are fads. We know this, right?
Yeah.
We agree on this. Yeah. Most of them are fads.
Most workout programs are fads too.
Exactly. We're definitely going to get to that because do you remember Jazzercise?
Huh?
Jazzercise. Do you remember Jazzercise?
Yes. Do you remember Tybo, dude? Yeah. My mom did Tybo, dude.
Do you remember it? That's it.
No, you remember? What was that fucking Richard Simmons?
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Remember him? I remember him. I think my mom did some of his workouts when I was younger.
It is that famous. I would not have
like,
known him.
All right, be a pony. I'm like, how's this a fucking workout?
Now, as I hit exercise, it could be like a mild hit because it was more aerobics than anything.
Yeah, it was aerobics.
Yeah, it was aerobics.
Which is geared more towards females.
Yeah, which would elevate your heart rate to a certain level, which is beneficial. It's not bad for you.
It's cardio.
Yeah, it's cardio essentially. It's minimal cardio.
But it's like looking back on it, it's crazy, ridiculous.
Do you remember calisthenics?
No, I've heard of it, but I never saw anything.
Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah. Some of the things that come and go.
Well, it's just like there's so many fads, man. There's like the workout machines. Like, oh, if you put this muscle stimulator, you'll have 6-pack abs in a week.
Exactly.
It's like you're not gonna get 6-pack abs in a week, man. What's gonna happen is your muscles are gonna be jolted to the point that they're sore, and you think you worked out, but it's not sore for the workout reason.
Yes, it's
sore because they've gotten negative stimuli.
Yeah, you're creating an unnecessary catabolic state for your body.
You're gonna.
Yeah. When you start
you're gonna feel like you're getting results because you feel sore, so you're like, oh, so they must be worked out because they're sore, but they're sore for a different reason.
There is no shortcut.
No, there's not. Like working out, it has work in it for a freaking reason.
Yeah,
because it's work. Yeah, it's hard. You sweat.
Yeah, a good litmus for whether or not.
Do this again. I used to go to the gym every day. I used to go to the gym every day.
Yeah.
After work.
Yeah.
And it's easier when you got a partner because you can, on the days you don't feel like it, you can motivate that person.
That's a good thing. Yeah.
And that person can motivate you.
Correct.
So you're like, oh, come on, you got to get it. Don't
get into a habit.
So
it helps.
I had a nurse friend. Her name was Micah, and we used to work out together all the time because she wanted to lose weight for her wedding, and I was just wanting to get in shape.
Yeah.
So I got the black card at Planet Fitness, and we every morning we get off work, and we would go to the gym together.
Yeah.
And we work out for an hour, and then we go home, and we did that 6 days a week.
That's
6 days a week. And
that's cool. Yeah, most people should have that. It's good to have a partner.
And then she moved, and then
it's over.
Yeah, and then it's like I got less motivated.
Were you two now consistent in going back up to the gym?
Oh yeah, we 6 days a week.
Yeah,
6 days a week.
Because usually within 10 weeks or so, you're supposed to form a habit.
We did it for about a year and a half.
Yeah,
consistently going to the gym.
Which is interesting that you didn't keep it up though.
Yeah, well, I lost motivation after she left.
Yeah. And you must have actively tried to sort of like.
I think I did for a little while, but it's different not having a partner there.
Yeah. Do you remember feeling bad for not having gone to the gym? Like once you stopped?
No.
Not really?
No, not really.
What happened?
I didn't have to go.
Were you actively trying not to go?
No, it wasn't. I just forget, man. It's very hard for me to feel bad about something, right? Or not doing something.
Yeah, I understand. I was just trying to see the signs of forming a habit would be like 10 weeks you're in.
For one, I didn't feel bad because I wasn't in bad shape at the time. I was in pretty good shape.
Got it.
So,
yeah. You just convinced yourself you don't need it, is I think what happened.
It's not that. Because I know you need to maintain it. I need to go. But I just started doing other things instead. You
thought those were more important? I'm trying to nail down the reason.
I don't know.
That's why I'm.
I don't have an answer for you.
Yeah.
Because the way I do things is not the
so
way
interesting.
People do
things. Yeah. Because I was just
I think I'm pretty unique for the most part in the way I think and how I do things.
Sure.
I'm pretty sure there's someone out there who has a similar mindset, but I haven't met that person.
Yeah. His name is God.
Yes.
Yeah, it's just the psychology of forming habit would force you to sort of wanting to keep doing it, and maybe there could be, like you said, multiple reasons why people don't. Yeah. But once you fall into a routine, not doing that act is actually going to be like
but I do
a source of like negative feelings. But you were distracted
with
the
gym, or if you're just going to work out, get someone who does it with you.
Correct.
It makes it a little bit easier, like
at least to start. Yeah.
Well, not even just to start, just to consistently keep doing it.
But what if that person leaves like you do? Like you lost your friend, bro.
Yeah.
And you stopped doing it.
I don't got any friends, dude.
No. When she left, you stopped. So, I mean, you shouldn't have to sort of depend on other people.
Yes, you shouldn't have to.
Yeah.
But I think it makes it easier to do it if you have someone you can rely on consistently.
Yeah. Yeah.
And as much as I am for being independent and stuff,
yeah,
some things I think you need a partner to get through.
Yeah.
And I think working out, like there's always those gym bros who go there, but those aren't your average Joes though.
Yeah.
Right. They are motivated beyond the average man to go to the gym and do what they do.
Yeah. Not cool.
Yeah. So, for your average Joe, it makes it a lot easier to do it with a partner.
I agree.
I started going to the gym when Lauren moved in. We started going to the gym again, but then we just stopped because the wedding got hectic and we just never picked it back up.
I think for most people, COVID too has been an issue.
Yeah, COVID shut down all the gyms too. That probably hurt.
Oh, so many people.
Because I think that's around when body positivity was being heavily pushed.
Like we're all fat, we might as well just love it.
Well, I think, you shouldn't mock people for being overweight, but it is what it is. You can't control what other people say about you.
If you're fat because you're lazy, I don't have any sympathy for that.
No, I don't have any sympathy for it. I don't think you should be mocked, but also I don't think that you have a right to control what other people say about you.
Correct, yeah. But I think if mocking is going to get you in the right course, then maybe mocking is in order.
I think it can. I think if people are mocked for something, they should improve themselves out of spite.
Maybe. Spite, whatever, get healthy.
Spite's a good motivator.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's for that fuck you moment, right?
Yeah.
It's like, look at this now.
Yeah.
Fuck you.
Look at me now. Yeah. Yeah, I like that. We obviously probably are going to move on from this, but just for everyone out there, if you're losing weight too fast, you're doing it wrong. Yeah. Right? That's a good litmus for you to check.
So the best way, and it's a slow way, right? It is
perfect.
Slow.
Yeah.
But the best way to do it is have a balanced diet.
Yep.
So what I did, I need to start doing this again.
Mm-hmm.
But because I stopped, have oatmeal for breakfast.
Okay.
Oatmeal's really good.
Yeah.
Because it sticks in your stomach, so you don't get as hungry as fast.
Yeah.
For lunch, have a sandwich.
It causes early satiety. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. For lunch, have a sandwich.
Sure.
And then for dinner, have some meat and a salad.
Okay.
Like some kind of meat. It could be any kind of meat.
Yeah.
Chicken, steak, whatever. But count your calories because you want to be at a calorie deficit. But you also don't want to get yourself hungry to the point where you're going to eat something that's going to screw your diet up.
Correct.
Because that's when you break, is because you're not getting. You think eating so little is going to help you lose weight. Theoretically, yes.
Mm-hmm.
On paper, it will absolutely. Yeah. But you're going to get to the point where you're hungry, hungry to the point where you don't want to make anything. So you're going to go grab the easy thing. You're going to go grab the cookie, the chips, go to the fast food.
Correct. And that's when the calories sneak in, and those are empty calories that you absolutely don't need.
Yeah.
Besides other things,
So it's not easy, and it's long, and it's arduous.
Mm-hmm.
And you also got to work out while you're doing it. You have to work out.
Yeah.
It's not just the balanced diet, and it's not just working out. You can't do one or the other. You got to do both. And, you can lose weight just dieting.
For sure.
But that's going to be slower. If you want quicker results, still going to be slow.
Yeah.
But if you want quicker results, you got to work out while you diet.
Yeah.
And that's why you got to maintain the calories, and you also need to have protein.
Yeah. So try to balance everything as much as you can.
And I recommend using a calorie counter because the calorie counters have gotten really good.
Mm-hmm.
You type in the food, they know pretty much the amount of around the rough average of the amount of grams of protein, carbs, everything that's in that.
Yeah.
So they're pretty good, and there's a lot of free ones out there.
Yeah.
So you can use these calorie counters for free.
Mm-hmm.
There's ads and shit, but they're free. They don't cost you anything.
Yeah.
And you can manage your calories easy. I think there's one that I use. I think it's called Easy Calorie.
Mm-hmm.
That's the one I used.
Yeah.
It's pretty really easy to use.
Yeah.
And the best part about it is if you're eating the same stuff every day, it saves it. So if you go to lunch or breakfast, it already has the stuff there, so you don't have to retype it in.
Well managed. Yeah.
It's easier to manage. So I think it's called Easy Calorie, like the letter E, letter
C. That's a good recommendation. Yeah.
Yeah. But I found it a good app. Again, we're not sponsored by that app.
Yeah.
We are sponsored by Coffee Brand Coffee. If you give that a
we got to do a sizzle.
Give that a check. Coffeebrandcoffee.com and use promo code BARELY at checkout to save 5% on your order and get some good. This is the freshest you can get your coffee.
Yeah.
Like delivered. Like they roast on order. So this is the freshest you get it.
It's good coffee.
In a retail.
I can attest to that.
Yeah. He tried the Burundi.
Coffee.
He liked it a lot. He was just like, ooh.
It's pretty good. I already finished it.
Yeah, I figured it's good coffee, man. Yeah,
and coffee, by the way, apparently the most latest research result shows that it's going to be good for weight loss. So,
coffee
for those that are on intermittent fasting,
without creamer.
Without cream, don't sneak the calories in that way.
Yeah.
So like Chris said, slow and steady always wins it. If you're losing weight too fast, you're gonna gain it just as fast. That's the unhealthy way to go about it. Try and cook at home. Americans are by default disadvantaged because the food. I know time management is an issue, but you can meal prep.
Yeah, well, people get fast food out of convenience because a lot of our lives are really busy.
Everything is convenient.
So the best way to do it is on your slow day.
Sure.
Meal prep.
Yeah.
Cook in advance.
Yeah.
Like that is the best way to do it because that was what I found out was the hardest when I was working out, right?
Yeah.
Because you'd go home and you're tired from working out and you're like, I don't want to make anything. But you're like, but I'm really hungry.
Yeah.
And then you'd eat bad. So the best thing for you to do is prep in advance.
Yeah.
So I even do that now for my work. When I go home, because I got to work tomorrow. I got to work the next 3 days. I'll cook for my weekend tonight, so I don't have to worry about it.
Mm-hmm.
That's the best way to do it. Meal prep. Boom. Oh. You got. I mean, it takes work if you want to lose weight.
Yeah,
it absolutely does.
For sure.
And I'm not a skinny guy. Yeah. It's because I've lost and gained it so many times.
Yeah.
So I know it's hard work.
For sure.
Yeah. But yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, meal prep does help, and it doesn't always have to be like some boring like blanched or food.
Absolutely
you can just
you can use seasonings.
Well, no, seasoning as well. But I'm saying like there are recipes which are gonna allow for you to maybe prep a quick one.
Simple, like because I like salad, so I wanted a healthy salad dressing.
Mm-hmm.
So I googled like healthy vinaigrettes to make, and I made my own vinaigrettes.
Yeah.
I made them daily. I made it with like Dijon mustard and like all this other stuff.
And part of the meal could be like something that you can whip up right then and then, so it can feel like more fresh.
I made the salad dressing before I come into work.
And do you also find the process of cooking therapeutic? Don't you find it like pretty cool? I do. Like I honestly,
I find like with most things, it's a means to an end kind of thing.
Yeah.
It's not like I don't get any cathartism out of cooking or
I wouldn't say cathartic either, but for me it's therapy, honestly. Like I open up my
I can see how it can be.
Yeah.
But I don't get that.
That show Hannibal with Mick Mickelson
when he was cooking that liver.
Oh God. I know he's cooking people. All right. And for those that don't know the show, don't be freaked out. The guy eats people. It's obviously from Hannibal Lecter. It's a spin-off of that golden classic. But Mick Mickelson does a fantastic job of balancing this super smart dude who just has an alternative way of life, you know?
Yeah, just an alternative way of life.
It's smart.
Not that he murders
and cooks people. But listen, take that optics of him cooking people and just replace it with lamb. Right? Yeah. And just do that for me for a second.
Replace it with lamb.
So how sophisticated it is, just the music and the ambience of the kitchen and the way he moves. For me, it's like almost like it's like a art.
Yeah. Well, don't worry, dude. One of these days when we make enough money so we can do this 5 days a week.
Yeah.
One of the days will be a cooking day for you.
Oh, for sure. I would love to have such a show because I cook almost every day. I enjoy the process. The other day I was checking out of HEB and she's like, this is all for you. Because there you can clearly see, not to toot my own horn, but you can see a difference between a typical American family in front of me and behind me on the belt.
Yeah.
None of my stuff is in a carton or in a crinkly box. It's like free produce, like vegetables and broccoli and kale green.
Well, I buy the salad pre-mixed.
Well, that one is just washed in. The only thing I would have suspicion about that is just whether or not it's clean all the way. But there are brands which guarantee it, right? Oh, you do that too. So that's the thing. But besides that, it's fresh as it can be.
But yeah. So that's the only thing I buy, because we buy avocados too. Not as many as you buy. Right? We buy avocados and tomatoes. Yeah, you and baby carrots. I love baby carrots.
Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, those are so you're great. No, you're eating super healthy right now for the most part. But what I'm saying is, thought process gives me a lot of pleasure.
Because I will fuck up a package of baby carrots.
Oh yeah, those are good.
I'll destroy it.
Yeah,
like a family-sized bag of baby carrots.
Yeah, that's great. That's. Yeah. Do you not see how the utility of that?
I don't think it's great though. It might be good to eat some baby carrots. Not the amount of baby carrots I eat.
What's wrong with that? Like
too many baby carrots.
Why? You get keratin and fiber and just some.
Yeah, it's too much fiber.
No, it's super good.
Yeah, dude, you can't tell me.
If you have to shit,
right, you can't
with a corkscrew opener.
You can't tell
then that's
me
a problem.
Too much of a thing is good. Because
too much fiber.
We already know that you can drown yourself by drinking too much water.
You could get water toxicity. Yeah. Yes. Yeah, it could kill you. You could dilute your electrolytes to the point where you can stop your heart. Yeah.
Exactly.
Do you remember that woman that in a TV in a FM show, radio show, where they were having people drink gallons and gallons of water?
No.
She freaking died. She died. You could die. You could drink.
I remember watching. You remember 1,000 Ways to Die?
I think I do. Yeah.
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 I remember the first episode. There's a guy who laughed himself to death.
It's all epic. Well, you just ran out of air.
Well, I think he asphyxiated himself.
Yeah,
because I think the amount of oxygen you're intaking isn't getting out the same amount of CO2.
Well, there's something called
like that.
Yeah, there's something called
told him a joke, and he laughed for like 3 days straight, and then he just dropped dead. Like he was laughing in his sleep, apparently too.
Okay.
Like it was so funny that it went with him throughout his entire cycle through the
was
day.
The joke that he heard is what I want to know.
Yeah, I know. Well, apparently he was one of those
Lord
people.
himself come down and tickle him?
No, apparently he was one of those people who found almost everything just hysterically funny.
Okay.
So it was not very hard to make him laugh.
Yeah.
But this joke was probably a mildly funny joke to us.
Yeah.
But to him, it was probably hysterical.
Lethal.
To the point where he could not stop laughing and he asphyxiated himself. And again, I don't know if these are... I think
I'm sure there's other medical condition that sort of exacerbated the shit.
I think these are also... I think they said that they were true stories. Yeah. But I'm not 100%
stuff like that. Crazy stuff like that happens all the time.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure it does. But
I mean, who would believe the guy that got hit by lightning 5 times and survived?
God. That's crazy.
And then his tombstone got hit by lightning.
That's funny.
That was the 6th time, I guess.
Yeah.
Just him parked on a bridge with a bunch of people because there was traffic.
Yeah.
None of the cars get hit, but just him gets zapped.
I'm going to ask you, if you get struck by lightning, doesn't it increase your odds of getting struck again?
Well,
if you survive it?
Well, you have the same odds. It's like
I thought it changed, it increases some electromagnetism.
So I'll give you a perfect parallel to this. So when you go into a slot machine in a gambling floor in a casino, are you gonna sneeze? Bless you. You're yawning.
Yawning.
I say casino and you yawn.
You're boring me, dude.
Okay, so you walk into a casino and they have the number that won the last time.
Yeah.
So if it was like on a roulette, they're like, oh, Southern Red won last time.
Mm-hmm.
And people see, you know what people bet their numbers on? Whatever number has not been so far.
Yeah.
Because they're like, it's due.
Yeah, I don't ever think that.
20 is due.
See,
because it has not happened over the past. The chance of 20 happening has the same odds as however many times it's
so
not.
I never ever bet on the numbers, right? I always bet on the colors.
Yeah.
Because it's 50-50.
Yeah, I mean,
pretty much 50-50.
Well, yeah, I understand what you're saying. Yeah, yeah.
So
the odds don't really change. Yeah.
So you always bet on black.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you push your chips.
But
on black.
I've only played roulette once.
I've never been in a casino.
We should go to a casino sometime.
Oh, we have Vegas, man. Right? Yeah.
Yeah. The Vegas podcast, guys. Remember that?
Oh, it's gonna be dope.
Yeah.
What else are we gonna do? Isn't what's supposed to happen there not?
Well,
no, not
Vegas. Well, no, we have to have it recorded so that way no suspicion from the wives.
Nah, we're good. Yeah.
Just kidding.
I mean, that's true.
But no, I think it's good content for one. And I've always wanted to actually do Vegas. Like go there. It's on the bucket list.
You haven't been, right?
I've been there once, but I didn't get to do anything.
Yeah, you just passed through.
Yeah, it's a layover.
Was that for the shooting?
No.
Okay.
What are you talking about?
Remember the guy that shot up the...
Shut up.
I didn't do anything. I just shot up the place. Too soon?
You
Sorry.
confused the hell out of me. Like, what the hell are you talking about?
Remember the guy that shot up the concert from a hotel room?
No.
What?
No.
Like, you killed a bunch of people. He literally just stuck a machine gun out.
I don't pay attention to anything that happens in Vegas because
school shootings?
Crazy shit happens in Vegas.
Yeah, but this one was national news.
Yeah. Yeah.
I know you get
don't
that.
Pay attention to everything, man.
I know, I understand.
Wait, when did it happen?
A couple years ago.
Ago.
Yeah. It was a concert, like outdoor concert.
I probably heard about it, but I forgot all the details.
Yeah, probably. But like
that's when
multiple dozen people died.
Like I started getting into political and really paying attention to what's going on about 4 years ago.
Yeah. Because
everybody started fucking with my shit.
Good cover, Chris. Yeah. You were never in Vegas the night of the shooting.
No,
I know that.
No, absolutely not. I wasn't there 2 years ago.
Yeah. No, that makes sense.
Dude, man, it was... Like, it's just stupid, like, the amount of, like, crap. Because I remember I pretty much stayed out of politics most of my life.
Yeah.
And then I got pushed into this shit because people kept fucking with me.
Yeah.
Like, most of my life, I don't get engaged in shit until people fuck with me enough. And I'm like, all right, I've had enough. You're fucking with my shit.
Yeah.
I don't like it.
No.
Now I'm going to start saying something. Now I'm going to start fighting back.
Exactly.
Which is what part of this podcast is. I just want my stuff back to normal, man.
Do not fuck with us.
I want Marvel to be Marvel again. I want my video games to be the way they were.
You're a man of simple taste.
I really am, man. It doesn't take a lot to make me happy.
Yeah.
But when you fuck with that little bit that does.
Yeah. Was it Da Vinci or Michelangelo who said simplicity is the ultimate form of sophistication?
Maybe.
I think. It's not brave. It's not awesome. I like that.
Yeah, I mean,
simple is always better.
Yeah, it doesn't take a lot to make me happy.
Yes.
Like, I'm happiest just sitting at home with my wife.
Yeah.
So, like, right now I'm miserable.
Hey, sorry I can't be your wife and your friend at the same time.
Can you put this blonde wig on that I brought?
That's all you need? Just a wig on me and I'm her?
Well, you're not her, but it'll help.
It will help. Dude, that reminds me of a day. It's a pretty gay story, but I got to tell you. Well, nothing happened, so I can tell it.
Nothing happened. I swear, nothing happened.
No, this is funny because I think it was like 10th grade or 9th grade. I had a friend come over to my house, and then so I think it was me, my sister, him, and there was someone else in the room as well. We were making fun of either my sister or someone with the like a skinny jeans that she had on.
Yeah.
And she's like, you know how hard it is to pull this off? And I'm like, nah, I can pull that off.
Yeah.
I put it on, right?
Uh-huh.
And then my friend kind of kind of got serious for a second. It was like, turn around. And I did not occur to me like immediately. It was checking me out. And I turned around, right?
Yeah.
And then I was like, immediately hit me. And I'm like, motherfucker, you just did that to me. And I took it off. And I've never been in a skinny jeans since then.
Never again. Dude, I never found the appeal of guys wearing skinny jeans, right?
It's a bit.
Like they seem very fucking uncomfortable.
Well, some of them are stretchy.
Well, not stretchy where it counts, man.
My friend, I think you're, again, this aligns with your simple taste and simple needs in life generally. But your wardrobe fucking needs a rescue, bro.
Dude, I like jeans and t-shirts.
I know. It's so square.
Well, dude, I'm a normal guy.
Listen to me. What's wrong with you putting some shorts on and some flip-flops, right?
I'm going to tell you. Yeah. We go to a fine dining place.
Well, it works. On almost all scenarios, it works, right? At least nobody's going to look at you and say you're
a black tie affair, and we wearing this with a black tie.
Nah, you look great in a suit, dude. I've seen your wedding pictures.
You've seen my wedding pictures.
Yeah. You look dapper, dude.
Yeah, but I don't like wearing that stuff.
What about shorts?
I hate shorts.
Why not?
I hate shorts.
What's wrong with your legs?
Nothing. I have nice calves, actually.
What's wrong with your What's wrong with your ankles? Something's wrong with your knee.
Nothing. I'm not comfortable in shorts.
Okay, I understand that. Have you ever maybe considered letting me kind of
undress me,
spicing up your wardrobe just a little bit?
No,
not that I'm a.
Are you gonna Are you gonna queer eye me?
I'm gonna let me queer eye you. Come on, that's the whole thing. Yeah, let me do that.
Do you remember that show?
Girl, let me just do something to
queer
you.
Eye to the straight guy.
That's what I'm gonna do. Yeah. Nah, you're okay. I mean, it's fine. I mean, so sneakers, or like whatever the runners that you have on, and then the jeans, blue jeans, t-shirt, cotton t-shirt, multiple colors. Obviously, you've got many of those.
Well, I always wear undershirt.
And then you got a wife beater underneath. Like, come on,
not a wife beater.
Whatever, dude.
It's just a white t-shirt. I wear plain white undershirts.
So you got two t-shirts on right now?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Yeah, I have this one and this one.
But why though? It's hot as fuck.
Because you always wear an undershirt.
Why?
Because you don't want this shirt.
Are you from 1972?
Okay. No.
No, 1792.
I'll tell you why in Texas, right? You do not want this shirt
to get sweaty. Yeah.
So you wear the undershirt because the undershirt, if you get sweaty, will absorb the sweat.
You know what this reminds me of?
Now, if you get excessively sweaty, then you're just fucked.
I understand. So the utility, I get it. Maybe this is like a thing here in Texas. Do you remember that? The 1800s, 1700s, Victorian times.
Yeah.
The men, when they go to bed, the pajama looking thing that they wear.
Oh, yeah.
That whatever you're talking right now just reminds me of that. Like you saying that, I need to have something underneath to sweat into.
Yeah, well,
what the fuck?
Well, I mean, we live in Texas, bro. Because
Okay.
in New York, I didn't ever wear undershirts.
Yeah, okay, good. How about an alternative? Just to wear the white tee.
Yeah.
When it gets sweaty, throw that out and wear the thing that you have on.
No.
Come on.
Because if I'm out and about, dude, right?
Yeah.
You don't want this shirt to ever get sweaty. And you can't change in public, dude. You can't just have this T-shirt sitting in your pocket.
But what about the idea that you have underneath the clothes that is not getting ventilated appropriately, but is soaked in wet? How about that?
Yeah, it's not soaking. It'll dry eventually.
You dry?
Yeah.
You dry all the way?
Yeah, it'll dry.
You dry everywhere? Is that me too?
Yeah.
Is that my effect as well?
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's just what it is, man. It's like I've grown accustomed to it ever since I lived here in Texas. You wear an undershirt and then you wear this. It's just so this shirt doesn't get dirty when you're out in public, so you don't make your wife look like a fucking fool because your husband's a sweaty ass mess.
And now that Chris has said a sweaty ass mess, we're gonna conclude the podcast. But before we do, I've been pitching an idea to my brother Chris here.
Oh yeah.
To have a segment. We're just going to try it out. Segment. If we don't like it, I'm going to cut this out. If we like it, I'm going to keep it in.
If we like it, we're going to turn it into a short. We're not cutting anything out, dude.
Oh, if it's horrendous.
No, we don't cut.
No, we don't cut?
We don't cut.
Okay, well, let's see what you do with this.
Even if it's bad.
Yeah, we keep it in?
We keep it in.
Well, I try. Well, you're the PR guy, so I'm going to trust your judgment.
It's never good to cut, right? Because it doesn't seem genuine at that point. It doesn't seem like you're being a genuine person.
Correct. So
because you're at that point, if you're editing out the content, like the amount of editing that you do is just the levels of the audio, right? And cutting out echoes and shit. I've never cut anything.
Yeah.
So we don't cut content because it makes you seem more genuine, and people appreciate more genuine content.
You get all the bullshit.
So you get all the bullshit, guys, good or bad.
Yes, sir. Yeah, that's a good idea. Actually, I actually admire that. That's a good stance to have. Yeah. As a company,
that's one thing I want.
Look at my editing floor.
I never want to put out a false representation of myself.
Look at the editing floor.
Yeah, look at dude.
Clean, nothing cut,
dude.
Nothing cut on the floor.
Man, when's the last time you swept the editing floor?
It's a metaphor, bro. Sit back. So this improv session is going to be simple, right? We're going to take turns every week for every episode. There's going to be like a D&D master. Somebody's going to push the scenario. I'm going to have in a post, I'm going to put in some ambience if it's like a situational thing. There's just a couple of rules.
And if things are good, we're going to make them into shorts.
Yeah.
I did make our TikTok, by the way.
Oh, cool.
So we can post this shit on TikTok.
Yeah, you've been super reliable in that regard. Yeah, I've got no doubt.
I'm pretty good at what I do, which is nothing.
Okay. You do a lot. Don't undersell yourself. So rule number 1. There's going to be winner and loser, and the loser is going to be the first person to break character.
Yeah.
Okay? You breaking character immediately after, it does not matter.
And the loser gets a kiss.
I do not consent. I do not consent to that.
I don't want that.
I do not consent to that amendment of the first rule. This is a democracy, okay? I do not consent to that.
Well, what do we do in a 50-50 situation, brother? Do we flip a coin?
If we both kind of use it, we're both losers, right?
No. I want the loser to get a kiss. Oh. So what do we do? Because there's only two people in this.
Yeah. That'll be funny. All right, we're gonna decide on what the punishment is, whether even we need that, because the just the winner of the week.
When Teddy loses, we'll post a picture of him in a tutu.
Yeah, I can do that
on Twitter.
I can definitely do that. Scenario the number 2. It could be kind of edgy. I want it to be.
Yeah.
There could be acting involved. It could be accents involved. It could be situational. So
I'm gonna do voices, brother.
Yeah. Well, voices. It doesn't matter.
The voice. Yeah. It's gonna make you break first.
I mean, most likely for sure. I mean, you. First of all, the prompts that I'm setting up for future use are so hilariously like kind of like odd.
Yeah.
I'm dying to see what you'd go with it. Now, a smarter player, when prompted, would kind of take it to where you're more comfortable. Yeah. That's what improv is. But with your acting skill and the voices and the thing that you do, I think you're not going to have any problem with that. Yeah. All right? So number 3, just have fun, right?
Yeah.
Have fun. And then in post, I'm obviously gonna add ambience and whatever. Yeah. But it's the prompts, or it's the improv master's job to set the scene.
Yeah.
Take it where he wants it to. Mm-hmm. Trying to almost like have you break, but I'm also gonna be part of them in the play, right?
Yeah. You're also gonna participate.
See,
I mean, because we can't just be me. Like
it can't just be you. Yeah. But when I give a prompt, you're immediately supposed to recognize the setting and the person that I'm talking to.
Yeah, I already have a bad feeling where this is going. But yeah, I gotcha.
If you don't enjoy it, obviously it's about enjoying it. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, if it's where I think it's going, I'm not going to enjoy it. But
No. I will not do that. And I know what you're talking about. Do you want me to tell them what it is about?
No.
I'm not going to do that one. Okay, no need to do that. That's a low blow for me.
Yeah, it's a low blow.
That's super low blow. It just makes you like uncomfortable.
Well, it's not uncomfortable. It's so, like where my stance is on
let's go there then.
It doesn't make me uncomfortable.
I'm not getting. I meant so uncomfortable is not the right word.
Yeah.
It is kind of like cut and dry where you stand in that regard.
Yeah.
It would be difficult for you to maneuver that character.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'd be. I think.
I mean, don't tempt me, bro.
Yeah, I don't know. But anyways, let's get started.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Improv time. Should we have an intro song for this?
I don't know.
I'll do like an improv time or whatever.
Improv time.
Oh.
All right, I'm going to do, it's going to be 3 minutes in total. We're at 33 minutes right now, all right?
Yeah.
All right?
Yeah.
All right, so.
We're at 33 minutes?
No, I'm looking at 33 right now.
Okay.
And then we're well over an hour, dude.
Yeah, well, I know. I was like, it's like we're more than 33 minutes, dude.
All right, so you're sitting in a room, right? I'm just going to do the setting. But as soon as I enter, my character enters the room, I'm gonna do the thing, all right? Okay. So you're sitting in a room. You're a guy, all right? I'm gonna enter the room. You have 2 people next to you. They're your security people, right? It's a presidential palace. That's the setting. I'm a journalist.
Okay, and am I the president?
You're gonna find out soon.
Okay. I'm guessing
I'm a local president. All right.
You're a local president or a
local journalist.
Okay.
I'm a local journalist. All right.
Okay.
Local, keyword. Right.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna do the thing scene. President Matumbe. As the president of the Ugandan Republic, you have expressed frustration against the gay community.
It is a sickness.
Immediately. I lasted literally 1 minute, 1 second. Oh God, dude.
We will not have it here in Uganda.
Bro, I did not expect you to do that, dude. That was fucking hilarious, bro.
Dude,
right, so that was
the worst.
That was the shortest short ever, dude.
So Teddy lost, so he has to send me a picture of him in a tutu.
In a tutu.
So I can upload that to Twitter.
Oh God, dude, that was great. You didn't even laugh at all, dude. What the fuck?
I could stay in character pretty well. I didn't laugh until I realized I won.
I did not expect you to do that, dude. So ready.
Oh yeah, well, because
I didn't even build the scenario.
When you do Uganda, right?
Yeah.
When you start talking about homosexual stuff,
yeah, I
immediately go to that
yeah
council thing.
Yeah, like
that's like bam right there.
It
is a sickness.
Hey, hold it, dude. Stop that. Oh my God, I lost it, dude. I'm sorry.
They eat the poo-poo and they love it.
Yeah, that's President Pastor Sempe. That was the guy. Yeah.
So.
Well, okay, so yeah, I did terrible in that one.
So yeah,
you did wonderful.
Know what? I'll let you get a do-over next week.
Yeah, yes, sir. Thank you.
Just try not to laugh. So I'm gonna guarantee you this now.
Yeah.
Teddy will probably lose every single one of these.
Don't fucking do the voices so out the gate though.
Dude, I watched that when it came out so many times because it was so fucking funny to me.
Oh God.
Because I was like, he obviously doesn't know anything about gay people.
Yeah, that's crazy. Sempe?
Yeah. So
that was dope. Thank you for the improv. Thank you for making me laugh,
man.
Short.
I'm gonna put that on TikTok
for sure. Yeah.
So you can find us on TikTok, on Twitter at A Barely Podcast, Facebook again, YouTube, Rumble, anywhere you can listen to podcasts. Hit us up. Check out our sponsor, Coffee Brand Coffee, and use promo code Barely at checkout. You save 5%. Really good coffee. My wife drank up all the K-Cups I bought, so I have to order more. She got to drink more of them than I did.
Yeah, that's how it works.
They're very good. And they were pretty prompt. It was pretty quick, too.
Awesome. Yeah, it was good talking to you, my brother.
Yeah, we'll see you guys next week.
Yes, sir.